Second, let some people come in here. All right, I
This ain't
think
my first rodeo on this thing.
so. I think it's episode 14,
It is.
and we are here with the number one ranked lightweight women.
Hello.
Introduce yourself.
Name's Mirline. Living out here in South Carolina. Love the sport.
Hell yeah.
Practice with the best team in the country.
I sure do. I'm very privileged. I'm very lucky.
There's some beasts out there. I mean, Hunter won the 54 round robin. Adam finished third. I mean, that's pretty.
Beast for sure.
So now you gotta live up to the
I
team.
know. I gotta be part of the club, man. I gotta pull my weight now. I can't be dragging them down.
Well, I mean, odds are you're the favorite in that light class. So before we get any further, tell some people how long you've been pulling, some of your accomplishments, because, some people may not know. I mean, we know you, and I'm sure a lot of people do, but there might not be some that do. So tell some
Okay.
accomplishments you've been pulling.
I've been in the sport for about, I say 18 years, pulling for like maybe a solid 9 to 10. I just got back in after like an 11-year break, like 2, 3 years ago. Um, Accomplishments, I've just been really fortunate to train with some really dope people, a bunch of legends. You know what I mean? I've been lucky enough to have some good wins. You know what I mean? I'll be pulling in East versus West in February, so I'm pretty much like excited. I got a lot of things coming up, but I'm really excited about this invitational. Like that's just so fire. Like I said, you guys had this plan and you guys followed through with it. You guys did all the leg work, and you guys are truly appreciated. Like women's arm wrestling, it's always been big. It's definitely big in other countries, but not as much as it probably should be here in the States because I guess a lot of us are moms, or we have life going on, whereas overseas it's like a whole how can I say it, like it's in high schools, it's in it's a whole national thing, like it's taken very seriously, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
for
we
sure.
do the same here, but they have more like clubs for women to train together, things like that, whereas we're you know banking on that after pull at a tournament if we can make it, you know what I mean? Or we're all training with men, as I do, although I have like 2 3 really good female teammates, so I get really fortunate. So this is really huge. It's so sad that it's so far away, but that makes it even better because now everyone has so much time to train, even though it's like not enough time because that class is stacked. Like every round robin delivers, and this is not anything different.
Yeah, that's funny
Right.
because we got the 76 planned in March and it's locked in, but like all the attention is coming from the women, and it's further away. Like like how many like top elite women agreed to be a part of it. It's just it started with
I
yourself.
know.
First one to jump on board. You knew behind the scenes that it was going to go down. So yeah, I definitely appreciate you coming on.
Very much.
You being number one, that's big.
I mean, I feel like I'm number one because of all the support, like that people like you and everybody pulls in, because you guys are like what makes this monumental. You know what I mean? Everybody paying attention and caring about the women and promoting them and pushing them. That's what makes being number one that much more important. You know what I mean? Because ultimately, my idea, my goal is like I just want the world to know that there's so many really strong women here. Like we're not somebody to sleep on. America's not a place to sleep on. Okay, we're
Right,
like
right, right.
serious out here. Like we're serious. Like come
Yeah.
see us if you want, but be prepared to work because we're serious out here. And things like this gets to like highlight everyone, because like even yesterday I was thinking, I was like, I know they said 12, but how crazy would it be if we just let everyone in? But then I get it. I'm already ready for the second one next year. I'm like, is it too early? What am I? How am like? Do I have to wait till next year to get like pull up in the 170 155 pluses. Like, this is just already, like, to me, something that I feel is going to become iconic, these round robins, because it kind of makes it like you got to take notice to this, East versus West is really great with that, but there's just so many strong men and women in the country. It's like it allows us all to see it, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
and pull each other, which is phenomenal.
Well,
That's like having like all the major baseball, not baseball, baseball too, but let's say you had like LeBron, Jordan, all of them, like the All-Star game, and they're all playing each
Mhm.
other. You get what I'm saying? But it's the
oh
same
yeah.
for arm wrestling. And we got everything, like they got pillow fighting in the Olympics. We need arm wrestling in the Olympics, and
Exactly.
Oh yeah.
Exactly.
events like this is what's gonna get it out there.
Well, the idea with the round robins was, let's just take super matches for an example, right? You're traveling, travel costs set amount, right? You're traveling to pull one person, right? You might pull the tournament after, you might not. That's all fine.
Hmm.
But what the round robins provide is, well, now you're paying to travel, right? But now you're pulling 7 of them, right? You're pulling all of them,
Right.
all in one spot, and that was our idea. And I gotta say, I've always been respectful of women arm wrestling, but I will say, Chris up here, he was the mastermind behind this. He had the idea, hey, well, you know what? Why don't we take this to the women? Like, why not? And I was
Well,
like,
Hmm.
we should. I mean, the women should be put on blast just as much as the men do. And I think sometimes that women are more more exciting to watch because y'all put your heart and soul into it. It's not just a strength match with you guys. It's a lot of technique and a lot of technical stuff with you guys. You guys are methodical thinkers. Um, you know that's where I was at with it. So I know it's going to be some really good matches when the women hit the stage. So that's one of the reasons I wanted to do it. Plus, you guys deserve to be put on blast just as much as the men, and
yeah,
and that's what
Yeah.
I want. So
And I appreciate that, because if you pay attention, even though, like, you know, I wouldn't consider myself in that category, but a lot of these women that are arm wrestlers now are women that were there supporting their man, supporting, sitting in the benches saying, I don't know, because like there's so many women that's like, oh, I want to try it, but I want to try it. But the more they see us, like moms and everything doing it, the more they're gonna hop in, because they're pretty strong. They're their husbands, their boyfriends, their brothers. They've been in the sports, legends. I'm saying my dad, like there's so many there. It's just like so much potential and untapped strength. So I appreciate you guys.
oh, for sure.
well, we
So
appreciate you guys because if it wasn't for the pullers, we couldn't pull this off. So
definitely.
it's all down to you guys. So and we appreciate you guys more than anything because if it wasn't for you, these wouldn't be able to be held. So you know.
So,
You guys and your
so looking at the
sponsors. Thank you guys.
yeah, definitely. Thanks to us. Hey, shout out to Bob Brown. He's been supporting.
Yes, I was fixing to say the same thing.
He really went hard for you girls too. He's
Yeah,
a big
he's a
part of
great
this.
man for sure.
So looking at the list, I'm just being honest here. I know a few of them, but like, do you know most of them?
Uh, yes, yes. There's only like I think one or two that I may not have heard of, like Ursula. I think that's
Yeah.
like the only one.
They,
But that's the thing with the women. It's already such a like family like environment with the female arm wrestlers that we're like already constantly supporting each other every day on pages. Even if we never met, like they're like sometimes sisters. So it's like you kind of see them. Like now we get to all hang out in person, but
oh,
it's like I'm mostly for what I mean, and they're all beasts. Like that list. Let me tell you, I was like, I keep forgetting it's in May. Like it's like I'll be hitting the gym, and I'm like, oh man, because these ladies, and I'm like, oh wait, it's in May. Still got other things coming up. Chill out, but it's like I'm just so excited, and it's so fun because everyone has their story. Everyone is putting in the work and the effort. And just think about how crazy it's going to be next year. Like, I already know what I'm bringing because I'm just going to be me. I already got goals. I got everybody. But everyone has that same mindset. and
Yeah.
everyone knows how to arm wrestle. So it's like you almost like anything can happen, almost kind of type thing. You know what I mean? Even though I know what I'm gonna do, but anything could happen. There might be some game changers. There might be some what? Who saw that coming? You know what I mean? Like it's
Yeah.
just so cool. And then
I
you
mean,
guys have the 155 plus that same weekend. Like, dude, like I'm just like, man, I need like a whole week off. Like at this point, like I this is what I've been waiting for. You know, everybody together. I'm just too excited. Like
there's
it's
gonna be literally 24 elite women arm wrestlers in the building
dude,
all at the
all
same.
in the same place. All in the
It's
same
gonna be
place.
crazy.
I'm just waiting for Gabby to come visit us too, and I'm just gonna just die. Like it's like everyone's
So
there. Sarah,
that,
Gabby,
that
everyone. Just
that's funny
awesome.
you say that because Gabby's expressed interest, but we marketed it as the new the North America.
Well, not even in just pulling, if she was in the space too, you know what I mean? Because it's so cool for all those women to be in the same space. And me, I work so much that I haven't had the opportunity to like hang out with them. Like I've had a few opportunities to hang out with Sarah, few opportunities to hang out, you know, with a few women, but a lot of them I haven't been able to hang out with in person. So it's just insane. Like I'm just so excited about it, you
Oh,
know?
it's gonna be a blast. Like I was
Hmm.
talking to her and she's like, "Dude, you guys are killing it." She said, "If this all goes well, next time around, let's try to make this a world level." I'm like, "Oh my goodness, this is gonna be
Yeah.
crazy."
Yeah.
It's gonna be a blast. I'm excited to see it. It's there's a lot of unknown with women because just like you said, I mean, they need to be taken more seriously. Um, they should
Yes.
be treated the same as men, and that's what we try to do. We got y'all the same amount of prize money. It's just y'all shouldn't be at a lower level, and I'm glad that we're able to showcase y'all. It's going to be a
Yes.
blast,
Oh yeah.
and for the first time ever, the women might outnumber the men at the tournament.
Listen, listen, it's just insane because with the round robins, I already can't even breathe, right? I'm not even on the table. I already can't breathe because
Oh,
like these round robins have been insane, but now I actually have to pull in one too. I don't even know if I'm
Right.
gonna live that day. Like it's just crazy. You know what I mean? Like it's
you
just so
you were at the
awesome.
54 one, right?
Yes. Oh my God.
Yes.
And then the last one I had to miss because of work, and you don't even know. Like I was so pissed off. I was just like, man, I'm not even gonna go on Facebook. But I'm like, all right, guys, I gotta see these matches. Like it was insane. Like I was just like at work, like you're not getting your food. Like you gotta wait, man. Like I can't even breathe right now. It was insane, man. But
It was fun.
it's yeah, these are just so great. Like, oh my God. And even the tournament, like the pulls after too and stuff. Oh, it's insane. It's been like these last couple of years and this year has been so amazing for the sport. Like everyone's just doing so many great things. Like it's just insane. And I've been in the sport for a while, but I just feel like we're like it's time we be there. It's time we take it as serious. Like we should be an Olympic sport already. Like this is just
Yeah,
crazy at this point. Like,
no,
but
it's
how
going to
can
be
it
a
not
blast.
happen
Do what?
at this point? How can it not happen at this point with everything that's going on? These
It
round
it
robins
just
and stuff. Like,
it just takes unity, really.
Mhm.
We're two men, but it goes beyond us, right? Big
hmm
part of it. He's part of us. Bob Brown's been a big part of it. Other
Right.
people, Corey Miller, Tim Town. I mean, the list goes on and on. So I feel like, over a couple years, hopefully that we can get some unity. And I'm not really trying to just take over the game or anything, but just provide a true event that is elite and gets the best here, right? And everyone's all in one town together. That's what I mean. We've talked about it previously. Imagine one event where all the classes are together, right? Not just one round robin. Like that would be insane.
that's insane. I know that. I man, that reminds me like Arnold's and stuff back in the day. That's just crazy, man. Like it's just fire. And then it's like we're not normal women. Like
No.
there was this guy. He was 6'4", 280 pounds, and like the eighth time I beat him, he was just like, "I don't understand. Like this doesn't make sense." And I was like, "This is how it is for women arm wrestling." Like so, imagine like 15 of those same women. Like imagine if we all went someplace, like how much money we can make. Like, can you imagine? You just see a bunch of these women coming in, and the whole bar is like taken out. Like, it's just insane because we're just like
Have you ever
a different
have
type
you
of
ever had
women, man.
Oh yeah. Have you ever had someone just get pissed off because you whooped them like a man?
Every time, though, every time, and it's funny because if I'm with somebody that knows me, they'll be like, "Hey, just to warn you, she's like number one," and they'll always be like, "Yeah, yeah," like the 6'4" guy. Like, I'm sure. And I love bar arm wrestling because it's like once you're sitting there, there's not much you can do. It's literally just what and they'll always just be unable to take it. You know what I'm saying? And I'll be like, because we're female arm wrestlers, we're different. Okay, we're like a whole different breed.
It's gonna be a fun weekend. Like, obviously, we'll have y'all the same. I don't know. Am I still here?
Yeah, you're still there.
Mhm.
Oh, my fault. Something popped up on the screen. I can't, like, the sit down press conference that we have for the men. We'll be able to do that with y'all. It'll be cool to hear what y'all say.
Ooh, nice.
All that. We'll have it all for you guys.
Right.
It'll be a blast. You got some comments on here.
Landon
Shane
Anderson
says
again.
Marlene's about to blow up. He also says that we need to just let you pull the heavy round robin.
Listen, I'm not
That you
gonna
won't break a
lie. If
sweat.
they weren't like day to day, because I'm not gonna lie, because I'm all for progressing and becoming the best that I can possibly be. A loss to me is not a loss. So trust me, I've been thinking about like, would I be able to make it work? But listen, I'm not sleeping on nobody, especially not the women in my weight class. So I was just like, maybe I'll have to do it next year. Maybe I don't know. One day we get so big, like so we're really like spacing it, like this weight class on Monday, this weight class on Tuesday, like you said, like a whole week
We're
event or something
working
like
on
that,
it.
and
We're
then I'll
working
be
on
able
it.
to try it, or maybe
Yep.
if it had been the other way around, like if we did the 154s first and then tried to stay for that. But even then, like I said, these women, I know I'm gonna just be, even though I love the support and I love everybody who's like got my back and telling me I'm gonna do this. I don't underestimate anyone. I'm not seeing myself for nothing. I feel like everyone, even my sweet Sarah Latona, she's a threat to me. Like I'm not sleeping on anyone that day. Okay, so me, I thought about it like that weight class. That's awesome. But imagine if the next year we took it like crazy and we combined both classes and had this super. Listen, man, I've been thinking too much. And that's when I go, oh yeah, it's in May. Chill out. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
Because I'm like years in, and I'm like, chill. We're not even in next year yet, and you gotta get through this year first, and then but that's cool. That's cool to be able to do that, to be able to have that excitement. That's a tangible thing now, and that's why you guys are great for being able to do this. You know what I'm saying? But I appreciate everyone that's supporting me. Trust me, you guys like each time I read a comment, I'm like lifting. I'm like, okay, 5 extra pounds. So I appreciate all you guys. Like they all motivate me. Everybody that's supporting the women. Like my goal is, like I said, to be the best, not for myself, but I really want us to have a name out there. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to slept on.
Oh yeah.
Like that's my mission, right? Like I want like I'm somewhere and they're like, oh my god, it's an American. Oh my god, I better be careful. Yeah, that's my goal. I want them to just be like, damn man, think I'm like that's what I want. Especially with all our obstacles, because we all are moms. Not all, but a lot of us are moms. A lot of us have obligations. A lot of us have businesses. A lot of us have jobs, but we're still able to make this happen, even though we don't have the luxuries of,
Oh no,
we lost her.
Darn. Well, Ryan says Merlene's a beast. Let's go. She's back in here. Let's see. Hold on. Let me get. Wait for her to pop up here. There she
I
is.
There she
lost y'all
is.
for a bit.
Yeah, it's okay. It's
But yeah,
okay.
basically, everybody, despite any obstacles, we're not people to sleep on. So that's the main goal.
Nah. And we're gonna
Right.
treat y'all like stars. I mean, when y'all come here, y'all are the star of the show. Like all the like it was cool for the 98s, you know. I was kind of fanboyed out, right? You know, I've been in arm wrestling since I was 5 years old, so I've got to see most of these guys, you know, travel up, and you know, just sitting there watching them eat lunch together. I'm like, man, they're about to go to war tomorrow, and then
I
they're like
know.
they're like you know, signing the posters, and it was just all a cool experience, and it
Right.
seemed like everyone really enjoyed it. So there wasn't hardly any complaints. So I can't wait for y'all to experience it for sure.
Yeah, this is definitely going to be a highlight because, like I said, you know, I've been in the sport a while. I was out for a really long time. When I was in it, I was a lot younger. Now I'm a lot older, you know, and it's like now I'm finally, I guess, getting to do the things I wanted to when I was younger, getting to compete more, getting to be a part of these events. You know what I'm
Oh no,
saying?
are we
Like,
losing her again?
I,
No.
you losing me again?
It might have been.
Okay. Like,
It
even
might be.
now, I still, that was you? Can you
Nah,
guys
you're
hear
good.
me?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
can
I
hear
can
you.
hear you.
Okay, like even now, like even when people are like, "Oh yeah, she's number one," I'm still like, you know, still taking it all in. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, I'll be number one if I have a world title. I'll be number one if I could pull everybody. I'll be number. So it's just really exciting for me because no matter how long I've been in the sport, I've just been really fortunate, like I said, to train with the people I've trained with, have the support that I have from the people that know me or don't even know me, and the opportunities that I'm finally getting to like show how much this sport means to me, you know, because it's not like a little joke thing to me, you know.
Yeah, for sure,
Right.
for sure. So who are you pulling east west?
Carolina, Carolina, Carolina,
Oh, okay. Where's she
Peterson,
from?
the B, Sweden, I believe.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, go out there and show out.
That's it.
I plan. I hope to deliver. You know,
When
I hope to represent properly.
when are you going?
I think either some. I think it's sometime in February, maybe.
Okay. So you got a little ways
Mm-hmm.
away.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
And that's what's crazy because that's why I keep having to remind myself, like, hey, you got East versus West before May. Like, like I'm all worried about May, and I'm like, chill, chill, chill. Like, you got East versus West. That's super important. Like, slow your roll, okay? Thing at a time.
There's Sarah.
But
She
I'm just so
commented.
excited.
Oh,
Ooh, love
it's
her.
gonna be
She's the best. Love her. And that's what's really
yeah.
cool because majority of us love each other. So it's just really gonna be so much fun. Like,
Yeah, I'm wondering who's gonna be the one to just bring the ferocity up there. Like, all right, friends are over. It's go time. Because y'all are
that's
gonna be cool.
definitely. I have I have a few idea in mind of who it's gonna be, and I because that's what we need. As nice as we are, that table
Yeah.
is gonna be on fire. And for instance, like Sarah, she's the sweetest, but do you see her on that table, Miss Sarah Lightning Latona? Do you see her on that? Listen, there's a fierceness in there. There's a fierceness in all of us, so it's gonna be really fun.
Oh, it's gonna be a blast.
Oh, I can't wait.
Ryan says you're the champ, training like you're the contender. So hey, that's the way to
Yeah,
be. That's you got to keep
yeah,
that
I'm not sleeping on
hunger
nobody.
alive for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So it's gonna be cool. Obviously, I'm kind of like you. I wish it would have worked out where we could have did them the same day, because then we
Yeah.
could have did like champ versus champ. Maybe seen
Oh my god,
Mirline,
right?
Well, we
Insane,
could still
insane.
probably do a
Sarah
champ
Bachman.
versus champ the next day.
Well, one will have more rest than the other, so I don't know. But we'll figure that out logistically. Either way, in the future, we got big plans. So, you know, we'll get something together. I'm excited
Mm-hmm.
about the future, definitely.
I am as
So,
well.
what do you have any thoughts on the 198 round robin?
I man, let me tell you, man. I was very like you guys see me how I am on my page, man, right? You guys see me on my page whenever there's anything. I was quiet, okay? Because it was just Man, I just just amazed, and it's just insane to me. Like my thoughts are, they're freaking monsters. They're freaking monsters. Like, Jesus Christ, like it's so insane. And because and what gets me is whenever I watch these things, like they actually fuel me. Like I feel like, oh, that's who I'm full. Oh no, I gotta be just like this person. And you can like just see so many. And I don't know, maybe it's because I train with dudes too, but there's so much to learn. There's so much to learn. Like in between seeing how insanely strong they are, there's so much to learn. So it's like I literally have to like process days after, which sounds weird
Oh
probably, but
no, I mean I get it. Heck, I do too. I'm watching them, and it's cool to see their adjustments round by round. Like that's the cool thing
and
with the
the
round
growth.
robins is like, yes,
Especially
you
when you
may
knew they
look.
pulled like 2, 3 years ago or something, and you're like, "Oh shit, what's gonna happen today?" And then it's like, "Oh, it's not like last time," or something like that. And
No,
oh man, insane.
Right.
And then you're over here about to lose your job because you're over here screaming and shit. They're not understanding what's going on, and you're like, "This is like life or death right now." It's awesome,
yeah, and
especially as the
every
rounds
match
go,
is important.
because every starts with the first. They all in, but then it's like, uh-oh, time for endurance to kick in, or what I'm saying, are they gonna pull the same, or it's just, oh man, like it's so lit.
Are
It's so
you
lit. Like,
would you consider yourself well endurance?
hold on, repeat that.
Would you consider yourself well endurance?
That's definitely something that I've been training for, because we see how a lot of my matches go. It's not necessarily an endurance type thing for me. That's why I started like trying to pull in men's classes. But that's what I train for. You know what I mean? This is going
Mm-hmm.
to be the ultimate test for me because I haven't been able to travel and compete as much as I want to, or have as large of a class when I pulled that I'd like. But that's why this is really for me, because I'm going to find out, but I train everything, I train every technique. I train till I can't no more. Like every week I have no arms for like 2, 3 days. So especially if I'm at practice, because my teammates do not take it easy on me. I love them for it. You know what I mean? No one tries to baby me or anything like that, which I really appreciate because I learned so freaking much from all of that. So I'm definitely gonna find out about my endurance. Right now I've been like when I first started in my arm wrestling career, I was all about winning, and then a late like I was part of an break, and that like came mentally completely. So now but lately with my last few matches, I've been a little bit more of myself of how I was when I first started, like having that fierceness, not necessarily feeling the need to protect someone. So I've been working more on my hits and everything, and just strength training to help me out in terms of endurance. So this is going to be really cool because I'm going to have to endure a lot of women. This Robin. So we're about to find out, if Merlene is just the flasher, or if she can Merlene trainer. So like I'm freaking ready. Let's go. Like I'm not here to play no more. I mean, I love the ladies for
Yeah.
sure, but I'm trying to like be up there. I feel like I'm like, oh, so many, and I just have something to prove to myself and the people that support me and all the work that I put in. So I definitely, am trying to train for endurance. Like I'm trying to train how to do push-ups, trying to train pull-ups, because believe it or not, Merlene doesn't really do those. Like I'm doing a whole bunch of different things. I'm starting to bench and do all these things, and so I'm really trying to bring myself to the next level.
Well, you got a good team to do it. I mean, it seems like they,
For sure.
you know, I've talked to a lot of teams across the country, and there's no team that has the dedication that they do. Like
No.
they hold each other accountable. They don't baby each
Oh
other.
yeah.
They don't stroke each other's
Nope.
egos. You know, it's just strictly work. You know, and you see it. I mean, they got the best. You know what I'm saying? And you're nothing short for sure. So that's good to see, and it's gonna be fun. So, is there anybody? Obviously, I think I know your answer already, but in that heavy class, if you could pick one to pull, who would it be?
If I could pull one person, would it be? I don't know. I don't know. You know, they're all great people. You know, I mean, but let's just say, you know, I'm training really hard, and I'm a humble person. But I'm training really
Yeah,
hard because after May, I have goals in mind. I'll just say that. I
there
just
you
say
go.
that, and you're gonna see Mirline pulling a lot of heavy people, okay? Because I have goals still. But I'm waiting to, you know, I'm waiting. First I was like, after East versus West, that's it. It's on. I'm calling people out. But then I was just like, oh no, look at this invitational. Oh snap. All right. After this invitational, I'm gonna see what happens, but I'm still gonna call people out. Like, you know what I'm
Yeah,
There
saying?
you
Like I
go.
really just like I said, I just want to be the best. I want to be the top of the line, and everything is growth for me. Like no matter if you guys see me lose, you guys are gonna be like, damn, I'm tired of seeing Merlene. Like she got a hard head because she keeps coming back because that's the plan. That's the plan. So
well, I
That's
like
can't
awesome.
say I've ever
I'm
seen you lose,
excited.
so
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I've seen you take one loss.
I definitely have lost before many times. I definitely have lost before many times. In fact, I've taken second to someone who's in the round robin who
Oh, you
accepted last
did?
minute. Alexandra. Yes, I
Ooh,
took second to her in New York. What was it? The day after wreck. It was 2 years ago, 3 years ago.
okay.
Yeah, so that's super cool. That's exciting for me. There's a lot of
Yeah.
women that's out there that's been pulling heavy that I haven't been able to pull. Laren, I look forward to meeting her. Danielle, always giving me great lifting pointers. Looking forward to meeting her. Everybody, to be honest, I'm looking forward to meet everyone. But there's some really heavy hitters in that, you know, that round robin. So it's something serious right now.
Well, that's what we wanted. That was our goal. We wanted to get the best. We always try to create an event where people look at it and they're like, "Yeah, I don't know. I don't know who's going to win this." So, hopefully, hopefully, obviously, you seem like you're a big favorite. You know, when
Mm.
in the public's eyes, and
That just
so
blows me away still sometimes. I'm not gonna lie, because I'm like, what?
yeah,
Thanks,
it
guys,
is.
but I
It's
don't
crazy.
know. But that's awesome.
Well, something cool that I hope we see is obviously we can't do left-handed at this event, right? Well, hopefully, all the other women who weren't fortunate enough to get invited to the round robins, hopefully they come out and support because the left-handed class, me and Chris, we're gonna do a payout. It's just $100, but all women pull free. So come pull
Ooh.
it. It's free. You know what I'm saying? And you get a chance to pull.
Mhm.
Hopefully some of you guys pull left-handed. I know in the group chat a lot have said, yeah, yeah. So imagine a left-handed women's class, and it's open weight. There's no weight class in that. So
Woo.
imagine a women class of like 40 deep. That would be crazy.
Jesus. That would definitely be a challenge for me because my left is let me tell you. But
That's how
I'd
mine
still
is.
pull.
Yeah.
I'd still pull, you know. I'd be like, hell yeah, I took 12, but it doesn't matter. Like I'd still give it my all, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that'd be super dope. Like I'd pull just to pull. And that I wish women would do that, you guys. It's okay. You don't gotta, you know, it's not about winning all the time or any of that stuff. Just please be brave. Please, just do it. There's nothing's gonna happen to you if you pull. I promise you. You're not gonna grow a penis magically. Your arm's not gonna fall off. Like I promise you, you will still be a feminine, beautiful woman who has a great time with a bunch of badass females pulling. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
just do it. Take the risk. It's fun. Okay, I promise you. It's
It
not going to
is.
change your physique or who it is. Because there's been several, like I think one or two women that like they would come to a practice and they'd be like, "Oh, my husband says he's worried I'm gonna look like this or something like that," and I'm like, "Clearly, he's not an arm wrestler." But I promise you, it's not gonna change like your body or anything like that. So just take the risk. It's fun. We're not the type that's like, "Oh, you're a loser. Get the hell out of here." No, it's an inviting family. People you don't even met, you've grown up with. You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
know their kids. You know what's going on. You know the shake they had last Tuesday and you never even met him. It's like a very inviting family, you know what I mean? So just hop in.
Yeah,
Okay. It's worth it.
you're right about that. We definitely always try to keep it a family like environment. And that was a big thing that we
Hmm.
had at this event, this last one. It was like, you know, you're looking around, everybody's hanging out. Like everybody's
So mad I missed it. Oh my god.
having drinks together. They're eating
So
food together.
angry.
It was like it was one
Nice.
legitimately one of the best times I've ever had at a tournament. It was just everybody
I
was just
believe it.
in community together. It was cool.
It's the best.
So it'll be cool when the women come to town. We'll be out.
No, are we losing? I think we lost him.
Oh man.
Well,
I
that's not
barely
good
heard you
because
said
I'm
you
not
guys
much
would
of
be
a
what?
talker on this thing. I'm in trouble. No, what like he was saying, we'll treat you just like we treated the guys. Everybody's gonna have a great time. Everybody will enjoy themselves. So I'm hoping you guys,
It
really.
kicked me out.
Oh, that's great. You
Sorry.
can go back to talking now. I've talked enough.
You barely talked, my guy.
I've
They
talked
probably
enough.
tell me to shut up. They get tired of hearing me talk, man.
Hell no, just continue to talk. I'm good.
Well, it's gonna be a blast, again, back to the actual event. I feel like that's pretty solid prize money. I don't know another, correct me if I'm wrong, but has there been another event at this caliber, be able to give away that type of money all the way through sixth for women's?
Not that I know of. The only thing that I can think of where it was that high was that awesome women's tournament that Sarah Ray had several years ago where it
Yeah,
was like all the women, but unfortunately I it's not unfortunate because I enjoyed going to Alabama State. But had I known, I would have somehow flown to Texas because I think it was like 500 per each weight class. So you had like an opportunity to win like like 2-3 grand if you took first and all of that stuff. But never one that you can have that cash prize from 1 through 6. Like
yeah,
that's amazing. You know what I'm saying? That's fire. I don't think I've ever seen that one. Like the cash prize part is exceptional.
that's good. That's good to hear. It was crazy
Like it, like
because
it.
when we first started putting fillers out that first day, it was like, well, we got 3 locked in. And I was thinking, man, I hope we can get, at least 8. That's what, we talked behind the scenes. Me and Chris were like, if we have to shorten it, we will. Because, I didn't know. I didn't know what kind of interest it would get. Well, overnight, that thing blew up to the point where I'm having to make tough decisions on here's 10 women that are like, hey, I want that spot. And I'm like, we got 1 spot left. No, I'm gonna be in a
Yeah.
terrible position here. So it
Yeah,
was a
you were
good,
definitely in a pickle.
yeah, it's a good
And I
and bad
and I
problem to have.
totally get it.
Yeah, it's a good and bad problem to have. And
Mhm.
now we're just trying to focus on filling the heavier women. I think we only got 2 or 3 spots left. There's some girls that they're trying to make sure their work schedule allows, and if it does, then they'll
That's
be
the
filled.
rough part. Yeah.
Yeah, it's tough. And luckily, we've had 2 complete round robins, right? 154 and 198. And luckily we didn't have too many people back out. We had 2 in the 98s, but that was due to injury. Things happen, I get it.
Mhm.
And then 1 in the 54. So for the most part, everything's held together. So hopefully the women's does too. That'll be good.
Oh yeah. I have a feeling, we're all gonna make it because Lord knows I felt bad that, because I was really looking forward to the Bob Brown event. Like I had planned for it. I had put it in for months in advance. I had bought my tickets, and then last minute my job rescinded it, and I wasn't able to, go.
Yeah.
But it's like it's crazy because I like when it's this far in advance because now I'm just like, all right, I guess arm wrestling is gonna dictate my job because I'm not missing this one. You know what I'm saying? It's like hell fucking no. Like arm wrestling first now. Like it's just crazy, but it's cool because it's in the right space for it now. Like people are caring for it now, and like I said, it's not about. I'm not worried about you guys caring about us because I know y'all care about us. I'm worried about people caring about us on an international level and knowing that we're not women to be slept on, whether we're in South Carolina or in Utah. Like if you see one of us, know it's going to be serious.
Yeah, I agree with that. For the longest time, it seems like, the Swedish girls have always been up there, the foreign girls. But it's like, you're right. We do have some badasses here, and it's
Oh
time
yeah.
we get each other together to pull, and it only makes each other better.
Oh yeah.
So, what do you think, Chris?
I think it's going to be amazing. I can't wait. I pushed for it and I got it. So, I think the women are going to be
Appreciate
an amazing show to watch. I do.
Yeah, Chris, again,
I think everybody needs to come out, and support it. So,
I hope
guys,
that
come out and
crowd,
support.
I hope the crowd is packed because, like, everyone needs to show up and support it as much as they can.
If they want wars, they better come see it because I just already know it's gonna be wars like from out the gate. It's not gonna be no little flat. I don't really. Even though I do speed, I don't see a lot of flashing going on. I see a lot of wars going on. So it's definitely going to be one to watch
It seems
Right.
like
and be
women,
a part of.
yeah, women arm wrestling is very technical. Like, you guys are very entertaining. Me and
They are,
Chris
and
would,
I think they even shit talk a little bit more than the men do. I really do.
Do it.
Yeah, when you're
maybe,
up there at
but
the table, I do believe you guys talk a little bit at the table. I'm just guessing, but I think there's a lot of shit talking going on. If there's not, there should be.
I haven't seen it yet, but okay, yeah, that would definitely make it interesting.
Yes.
Oh well, no, I've seen maybe. Okay.
well, me and Chris was at my dad's practicing one day, and I believe we watched Tamara and trying to think who she was pulling. Maybe Michelle. I can't remember, but it was the Canada event, and we were watching it. It was
Oh,
like,
Tamara, yeah.
and it was like, oh my god, these girls are going to war. Like, it is a crazy match, and that was the
Dude, I was at
moment.
a tournament when that was happening, and I could barely focus.
Yeah, that was the moment. Chris looked at me. He was like, "Oh, you know what we're doing next? We got to do the women round robin." I'm like, "You think?" And I was like, "Let's roll with it. Let's do it." So
Oh hell yeah!
Sarah says she's one of those that likes to let the table do the talking. So that'll be.
And that she does. That she definitely does. She is fierce.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Well,
yeah.
Marlene, it was a blast having you on. You're more than
Thank you for having me
you're
on.
more than welcome to come on anytime you want. Maybe we can get like
Yeah.
maybe we can get
A
like 4 or 5
weekly
of
thing.
you guys. Huh?
A weekly thing, maybe like once or twice a month. I could just chime on in.
Yeah, anytime.
Chime in
Maybe
anytime.
maybe we can get like 3 or 4 of you girls on here at the same time and start
Ooh,
poking the
that'd be
bear a little bit.
awesome. Oh yeah.
There you
Well,
go.
thank you again for coming on. I look forward to watching your East West match. I look forward to seeing what you do in this. I already know that you're not going to disappoint. Your team is always on point. So, very excited to see it. And yeah, it's just going to be a blast. I can't wait. May can't get here soon enough.
No,
Tell me about it.
taking
Back
forever.
for
All
real. You guys have a good evening.
right, you
You
too.
as well. Thank you for coming on again.
Thank you for having me. Bye guys.
All right.
Well,
That was number
what do you
one
think,
ranked.
Larry?
Number one ranked, Mirline. So, man, it's going to be crazy.
I think
Get,
so. I
it's getting a lot of
think
hype, a lot of support from everybody. So yeah, I'm very excited to see it. I'm very excited to see if anybody has, um, to me, the women arm wrestling doesn't have a solid pecking order. I feel like we really need this type of event to shake it out to see who's where. Because Merline's number one, and that's for a reason, obviously. But it's going to be curious to see how she does through 12 or through 11 rounds.
Correct.
And that's just one class. We're not even talking about the 155 plus. I mean,
right.
That's going to be insane. The plan is to do that Friday night. So that's going to be the main show Friday night, and obviously it's got the heavy hitters: Sarah Bachman, all of them. Sarah says she's awesome. Thanks again, guys. I just posted that video that I made for the girls. Thank you, Sarah. I appreciate that. Keep doing your thing. So yeah, guys. Tonight was a little short one, but we're gonna be back tomorrow. We got a big one tomorrow. Sarah Bachman is coming on at 6 p.m. tomorrow, so do not miss it. That should be very fun to hear her perspective on the event, to hear, just hear her overall view. She's the queen of damn arm wrestling right now. So anyone who knows women arm wrestling, Sarah Bachman's it. I mean, she's known not only in the United States or North America, she's known at the world level. She's the woman ambassador for arm wrestling for sure.
Yeah, I can't wait for that one. Can't wait for any of them, to be honest. I mean, it's cool having all these ladies on.
Oh, I enjoy all of them. I do. And if anybody wants to reach out and come on, feel free. Come on. We'd love to have you as usual. And yeah, I think we're about to wrap it up because I'm about to get off here and watch Mr. Tyson Bagent play some quarterback for the Chicago Bears in prime time in LA. It's going to be a blast. So yeah, guys, we're going to hop off here. Thank you for tuning in, and don't forget to subscribe and like and share. And we will be back tomorrow at 6. We'll see y'all tomorrow as Sarah Bachman will be on. Peace, guys.